Stone Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, normally I don't talk about a couple of boxers too much when I know it's probably not nothing to do with boxing. You know, I told you it's about three of them, like Tyson Fury, Amir Khan, and your boy AB, Adrien Broner. They're more on social media than they are in the ring. So, when they pop up, most of the time my attitude is like, well, whatever, till you're in the ring. But we're going to talk a little AB. He was in the ring recently, had a pretty decent fight against Jesse Vargas. It's not easy to, get a draw against Jesse Vargas. So at least he done that. So he's in the news right now because, we all know that Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Anthony Joshua, who we mad at because the fight not happening with Deontay Wilder. But anyway, he just signed a deal, Eddie Hearn, with the zone and then, and his own. Right, with $1 million, he got $1 million to spend. He wants to have fights over an 8-year period or something like that. I'm not sure what it is, but I know he got $1 billion. So he's trying to get fighters. So he's offered your boy AB, Adrien the Problem Broner, a deal for about a year with 3 fights. $2 million a fight. The first one's at $2 million. The other one's at $2,250,000. The next one's at $2.5 million. Right? AB came back at him in social media. You can see it, and he gave him the middle finger and told him you cool and all, but that's a slave deal. So at the end of the day, that's his pockets. We can't really get into his pockets. For me, from the outside looking in, I'm like, hey, if you got it like that, where you could turn down something like that, then good for you. Good for AB if he can. Because it sounds like the dude it was a cordial offer, and it seems like he would believe in AB for a whole year. Which means, he's throwing away money. You gonna just believe in AB for a whole year, 3 fights? That's a lot of discipline. And I'm thinking also, well, AB, there's not that much upside there if you look from the promoter's perspective. We know AB can sell a fight, right? And luckily he had a pretty good fight against Jesse Vargas right now. But if you ask yourself the pertinent questions about AB, is like, is he going to get a title at 147 pounds? And it's probably a resounding no with a big old hell on it. And who's holding up the signs? Sean Porter with the hell. Your boy Danny Garcia got the no, and the other one, Keith Thurman got the foe, and the Terrence Crawford got the show. Hell no, for sure, not. And somebody holding up the knot, right? And I ain't mentioning like your boy, what's my boy who about to fight Terrence Crawford over there? Jeff Hearn. So it's a whole lot of things up there at 147 where Adrien Broner's not going to get a title up there unless something ridiculous happens. It's not like you wouldn't want to see him do it, but you don't think that's going to happen. We know that from prior fights. We're only judging from what we've seen up until now, right? So if you went down to anything that's not a catch weight, like this last fight was, to 140, right? Is he going to get a title at 140? It would be a closer one there than at 147. But Mike Garcia, who's going back down to 135, just outclassed him at 140. You don't really think he's going to beat Regis Prograis or Victor Postal. You probably don't think that. You know what I mean? So it's, when the promoter's giving him some money, it's like, whoa. Because he's probably not, he's looking at both those divisions. We know AB's not getting back down to 135, and why would he? Because there's where Mikey Garcia's still at and lurking, right? So I don't really know where he would be the best at. So a 3-fight deal would sound good from someone that has no idea of what his pockets look like, and it's none of my business. So if he's able to turn down a deal like that, then God bless him. You know what I mean? Good for him, because he's been handling his business in some kind of way. Right? Because from what titleists, it ain't gonna happen. But the good news about this is when you see he's about to give him close to $7 million for that year, and you're looking at, well, that's good news for the other people that he's trying to call up. You know what I mean? People like Errol Spence at home, like, shoot, salivating, like, well, I know when he get me the call, he better not be coming up with nothing of the same stuff he's offering AB. That's what's happening. And what about the Charlo brothers? Both of them. You could picture them coming to England. I know he want them because he'll bring them to England. Remember when Nasir Hamad first came to the States He had that cool, what was that? That advertisement. The brothers looked like something like your boy who I forget the rapper name, but raps fast, Busta Rhymes, right? And he was telling Prince not seen coming, bow down to the Prince, and the Prince had some cool music. Prince not seen jumps over the rope and stuff. When he was coming to invade America. Shoot, I can see the same thing for the Charlo brothers. Doom, 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 double trouble. 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 Doom, doom, they coming for you. Doom, doom, they know more to do. Doom, doom, they bring it with two. Doom, doom, they don't need a crew. Doom, 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 double trouble. Doom, 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 double trouble. Doom, 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 double trouble. Doom, doom. Call out some cities. Liverpool, double trouble. Manchester, double trouble. London, double trouble. The two Charlo brothers, you can do a whole big old thing with them going to England and beating up some people. Because, see, Eddie Hearn is trying to get the people who he knows is about to do something on the brink of doing something major where mainstream guys, casual fans, are going to have to recognize them. Like beating up a Golovkin, beating up a Canelo, things like that. That's what he's talking about with the Canelos and Jacobs. He knows they're going to fight these guys soon because at some point the walls are closing in on these guys. That's why Canelo, I told you 1,000 times, Canelo and Golovkin gonna have to fight, right? Because if they look at any other direction, there is too many sharks, lions, and piranhas right there. So they're gonna fight. But sooner or later, something's gonna happen. The sanctioned bodies are gonna get, just have to do something. And these are the guys, and Eddie Hearns are trying to get those guys. So he don't want double trouble. The Charlo brothers, because he knows that they should be more famous. Like I told you before, they should be more famous than they are, right? So it's things like that that I'm thinking, okay, AB turned down that deal, right? Because there's not so much upside from the promoter's point of view, but there's upside to some of these other guys like Errol Spence, like them Charlo brothers, right? And like many others. I don't want to say Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder shouldn't even be looking at him right now. That's the whole thing. And if Deontay Wilder said, you can call me up and talk to me after I fight Anthony Joshua, or you say I'm to give me them belts, right? After we solve that, who's the baddest heavyweight in the world, then you can give me a call talking about some kind of promotion or something like that, maybe, if I got time, right? But that's something different. But those other cats, right? If you don't have a promoter, and it seems like he's going to come offer something significant because that wasn't that bad for AB, or for at least for what the guy seems to want to do. I think the other deals he's going to come with are going to be significantly higher because of the upside. That's just me. So congratulations, AB, for not taking that slave deal, because obviously AB got it like that. Let's see what happens going forward. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm up out of here. Double trouble. Double trouble. Double trouble.